The words Quizmageddon, Armaquizden and Armageddquiz are sadly overused in our sensationalist culture. But if they were ever justified, it's surely tonight, the only Connect final. Yes, of all the people who have massively lost their sense of perspective over the importance of quizzing in the culture and indeed their lives, I'm joined by those who have lost it the most. But from that loss will come victory tonight. So let's meet 6 people who make the eggheads look Neanderthal. Speaking metaphorically, of course, we have no truck with phrenology here. On my right, George Caulfield, a keen tennis player with an A-level in Chinese. Joey Goldman, a philosophy and theology graduate who tripped up Jeremy Clarkson getting off a ski lift. And their captain, Hugh Binney, a chemistry graduate who, when playing the part of Augustus Gloop, was told he wouldn't need any additional padding. Joined by the Dots, they are the Dicers. Congratulations on making the final. You beat the ancient alumni in a tie-break in the semi-final. How does it feel to have made it here?
It's a great relief. I think we were surprised to have got this far, and we're very excited to see what the final has in store for us.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
You will be meeting, on my left, Charlotte Jackson, a keen pianist who won a competition dressed as a mummified troll. Emma Harris, a former EFL teacher who won't eat raw tomatoes but has amassed a collection of old keyrings. And their captain, Rebecca Shaw, a scout volunteer whose great-great-uncle received an OBE for services to Portsmouth. United in their devotion to the Doctor, they are the Time Ladies. Rebecca, you beat the Poptimists to make it through to the final. How does it feel to your team to be here?
We're really pleased to be here. We've had a great time, met some wonderful people and played some fantastic teams to get here. So win or lose, it's been fun.
Well, you've all quizzed phenomenally well to get this far. We're going to make it a little bit more difficult than last time. You'd be disappointed if we didn't. Good luck. Time Ladies, you won the toss and you're going first. So please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus will be the first question of the final. What is the connection between these apparently random clues? Here's the first.
Next, please.
What date was that?
It was in May. It was
the 6th. Was it the 6th? So it's not... It could be the 6th. The 6th. It's not a sequence. It's...
Next, please.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe we can try it. You can try.
Yeah, should we have another one?
Next, please.
I've no idea. Could they be like 6, 6, 5, 5, like same days?
Oh, yes,
2 seconds.
We think these are all events that happened, so the number of the date is the same as the number of the month, so 6th of June.
I'm afraid that's not the answer. Dice, would you like to have a go for a bonus?
I think they're all postponed.
They were all postponed. Very well done. D-Day, you're right, it's about dates. It was on the 6th of June. It was supposed to be the 5th of June. Right. That was delayed by bad weather. So was the Wimbledon final between Ivanisevic and Rafter. The wedding of Charles and Camilla, do you know why that was postponed?
Was it going to be on an unlucky date?
Well, in a way, yes. It was the date of the funeral of the Pope, John Paul II. The funeral was declared and Prince Charles had to attend, so they postponed it, and the launch of BBC Two due to a technical problem. They all postponed, actually, till the following day. So you get a bonus dices, and what would you like as a question?
Lion, please.
Lion. OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please.
Mrs. De Winter is not Rebecca. Mrs. De Winter is the woman in Rebecca that's not Rebecca.
So we do know what the connection is?
No.
Next, please.
So that's they're all fan fiction or like novels inspired by other novels because White Agassi is based on Jane Eyre. Maybe
From another perspective, is it?
Well, it doesn't really matter. They're just retelling of famous things.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because Mrs. De Winter surely is a retelling of Rebecca by.
Sure. Are these all retellings of other novels?
Try putting that another way.
They're just retellings of.
From a different perspective, is it? Or not?
I don't think that's quite right for the final. I'm going to show the fourth clue to the time ladies for a possible bonus point.
Yeah, it's sequels by different authors.
We think these are sequels written by different authors to the original novel.
Sadly, I can't give it to you either. This is very unfortunate because some of them are prequels and some of them are sequels, but none of them is a retelling.
Oh, right, okay.
They are all books written after particular novels, based on those characters and that world, but different stories. So Rebecca and Rowena was written by Thackeray, a sequel to Ivanhoe by Walter Scott. Mrs de Winter was a sequel to Rebecca. The Wide Sargasso Sea was a prequel to Jane Eyre by Jean Rhys, and Death Comes to Pemberley, a sequel to Pride and Prejudice. So all books written by other authors set in those worlds, but not retellings and not all sequels. Unlucky. Time ladies, what would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please.
So, no, I'm not sure what the equivalent sign is trying to get
Next,
at.
please.
Cheryl Bewley.
Next, please.
Okay, so...
Pirates would be...
2 seconds.
If... We've got no idea.
Dices, would you like to go for a bonus?
So these are if you rotate the alphabet 13 letters from the first word, you get the second word.
Exactly so. Letters moved on by 13 places. It's known as a substitution cipher, and it's sometimes used on online forums to hide spoilers. And why is 13 places a special way of doing it?
Because it works both ways.
It works both ways, because there are 26 letters in the alphabet. You could add 13 to the second word to get the first word. It works in both directions. That's why the arrows do that. Well spotted on that word question, Dices. And what would you like for yourselves?
Horned viper, please.
The horned viper. Well, the fun's over. I know what you're thinking. It never started. But now it's time for the music question. What do these clues have in common? Here's the first.
Next, please.
They sat together in the park
This is Simple Twist of Fate.
as the evening sky grew dark. She looked at him and he
Next,
felt
please.
a spark.
This is Fate. Fate.
Fate is the right answer. You didn't even need to hear all the clues. What did we hear?
Except 2 was A Simple Twist of Fate from Blood on the Tracks by Bob Dylan. The third one was O Fortuna from Orff's Carmina Burana. Was the first some section of Beethoven's Fifth to be Fate Knocking on the Door?
It was
that kind of
Verdi, The Force of Destiny. And we would have heard Karma Police by Radiohead. Would you like to hear a Carmina Burana joke?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Here goes. You say Carmina, I say Burana. You say Carmina, I say Burana. Carmina, Burana, Carmina, Burana. Let's call the whole thing off. Lovely. I know you're rolling about at home. You're worried you'll miss the next question because you can't contain your laughter.
Marvellous.
Time, ladies, what would you like?
Water, please.
Water. OK. What connects these clues? Here's the first.
Something purple. I think it's purple. I'd say
I think it's purple.
Next, please.
Venus, that's
Venus, that's red.
City. Something red.
It's green.
Next, please.
Well, no, it's not.
Colour coding some metro system.
I think it's.
Turtles.
Here, go,
Go, yes.
Good, yeah.
Is this the colour of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles headband and the surnames of other people that share their name?
Exactly so. I mean, most specifically, the people that share their name and inspired their name. Because Di Niccolo di Betto Bardi is the surname of Donatello. Who's the red one?
Raphael.
Raphael. The next one?
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. And you didn't need Da Vinci in blue. Those are the colours of the Ninja Turtles and the artists who shared their names. Well done. Dices. One question remains. The Twisted Flax. These are going to be picture clues. What do they have in common? Here's the first.
It might be, do they have a name? I can't remember.
Next, please.
Things that are in Farmers Field.
Next, please.
That's...
National Congress Party?
yeah. Yes, okay.
Was it NC? Next, please.
Doesn't help. Somebody wants candles in a church. Poppies are a symbol, remembrance.
2 seconds.
Congress.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. Time, ladies. Last chance of a bonus in this round.
Types of ale?
That's a very good guess, but I'm afraid that's not it. They're all images that have been projected onto parliamentary buildings. The PG Tips monkey was projected there when it was the Chinese Year of the Monkey. The poppies, that was the only one done with the authorisation of Westminster City Council. That was to mark 100 years since the outbreak of the Great War. That third one, that was a protest against the visit of the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. That was projected there. And Gail Porter, that was in 1999 to promote the magazine FHM. She was there naked on the side of the building. That means at the end of round 1, the Time ladies have 2 points, the Dicers have 4. On to round 2, sequences round. Time ladies, you'll be going first again. What would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK. What would come fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
I don't know yet.
Next, please. Next, please.
Year, month, week. So is it going to be D?
So D.
2 seconds.
D58-63.
Not it, I'm
No.
afraid. Dicers, your turn to have a bonus chance.
No, we will elect not to answer.
You elect not to answer. Time ladies, I think you've worked out what the letters signify.
Yes.
What are they?
We think it's year, month, week, day.
Exactly so, and it's
no
the
idea
number
what
of
numbers
hours. And day, you might say 24, but that's actually 23 to 25. Why is it 23 to 25 rather than 24?
Because of putting the clocks forward or back.
That's right, because there's one day each year when the clocks go forward or back to make 23 or 25. Dicers, what would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
It could be anything.
Next, please. Are they all in? Next, please. Nigeria is no Abuja. Nigeria is so that is Ethiopia. What's the capital of Abu Dhabi? Isn't it? So yeah, Ethiopia.
Brilliant. And why?
These are the earliest capitals alphabetically. So the UAE is Abu Dhabi, Nigeria is Abuja, Ghana is Accra, and the next alphabetically would be Addis Ababa of Ethiopia.
Very well done. I mean, that's absolutely brilliant. You've worked out this ridiculous puzzle. You need to know all the capital cities, then work out his alphabetical order, then give me the next one. That is very good final level quizzing. Very impressive. Back to you, Time ladies, for a choice.
Lion, please.
Lion. OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
It's something about tusks, but I don't think I'm
Two.
Yeah.
Next, please.
It's a blue one. Yeah, yes. Let's go.
A blue whale.
Is the right answer. And why?
Is it things that have been on display in the main hall of the Natural History Museum?
Exactly so. It's the Hinsey Hall in the Natural History Museum. Elephants welcomed visitors from 1907 to 1979. Diplodocus and Triceratops from 1979 to 1993. Poor old Diplodocus was alone for a while after that. And since 2017, it's been the blue whale. Very well done. Back to you, Dicers, for a choice.
Horn Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. OK, these are going to be picture clues. What would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
Next, please. That's Mexico and a bunch of other places, Pakistan. Next, please.
Two seconds.
The rest of the countries in blue.
Is the right answer.
Wow.
Do you have any idea why?
No.
It's passports. Weirdly, there are only 4 passport colours. There are different shades, but all passports are some shade of green, red, blue or black. And these are the areas of the world that have those colours. You'll see the UK is in red. That is still the case. In a few years, it'll have moved over to blue. Well done for getting the answer, even if not exactly knowing why.
Not exactly.
Time, ladies, what would you like?
Water, please.
Water. OK, what will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
Greedy Italians. I feel like I know what that's
Next,
about.
please.
Three, 2, 1.
Oh, is it like the 5 show?
There's the one show.
3, 2. The one show, 2 Greedy Italians, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there's a TV show with 4.
In a bed.
Is an acceptable answer. Very well done. We went with a slightly more sombre Channel News. What's going on here?
These are television shows with numbers taken out. So it's the one show, 2 Greedy Italians, 3, 2, 1, and then Channel 4 News or 4 in a bed.
Exactly so. And it's more precise even than that. The number that's taken out is the channel on which they're shown. The one shows on BBC One, 2 Greedy Italians on 2, 3, 2, 1 on 3. You are lucky that 4 in a bed happens to be on Channel 4. I mean, where else would something called 4 in a bed be other than Channel 4? But that's absolutely right. Something from Channel 4 with the 4 removed, Channel News or In a Bed. Did any of you ever see 3, 2, 1?
Yes.
A magnificent show. Shall I give you a sample riddle from there? The arches might provide a clue, not strolling, but he's going too. And an extra visual clue with some sheet music. Anyone have a go at the answer? It's pretty simple, really. This is what Ted Rogers said by way of explanation. Well, the first 3 letters of arches might have been clue enough, but we also said not strolling, but he's going too. If you take away he's from arches, all you have left is arc. If you rearrange those with the sheet music, you're left with music maestro, please. So what does it mean? Maestro. It's the British Leyland Maestro. You've won the car. And you thought this show was baffling. Starts to seem easy, doesn't it? Dicers, 1 question remains, the Twisted Flax. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
That's interesting. Next, please.
Letter of the alphabet.
Next, please.
These things on the clock. North, south, east, or west.
Yes, so tungsten.
You sure?
9, tungsten.
An easy one for you, Hugh. What's going on here?
So Georgia suggests that we're going north, south, east, no, north, east, southwest, and the chemical elements with those symbols.
Exactly. One of our classic final questions. It's a clock face and chemical symbol compass point. So we're going round like that. N-E-S-W, and we want the letters that represent certain elements. What are those elements? And nothing is represented by E. What might we have put with a sort of nearly in brackets after it?
Erbium.
E-S,
Einsteinium.
E-R,
Erbium.
and E-U?
European.
Europium, of course. Well done. Tungsten would be represented by a W, so that's the answer. That means at the end of round 2, the Time Ladies have 6 points, the Dicers have 10. Time for the final connecting walls of this year's competition, and it'll be the Dicers' turn to go first. So please choose lion or water.
Lion, please.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
So yeah, there are loads of these.
Okay.
Etos of footballer.
I'm just keep hitting them while we look
Sure,
at
what
things.
anagrams are there? So, I mean, are they just names? I mean, Bob and Sue. Yeah, Bob, Sue, May, Jan. What else might be here?
Dom as
Deck
well.
and Dom.
Well,
Okay,
that's-
so now let's do some months.
Leave out... No. Sorry, no. Sorry, just...
Sorry, no, it's fine.
Leave out Nov and May. Leave out Nov and Jan. Leave out Sep and Org. Leave out Sep and May. Leave out Sep and Mar. Leave out Sep and Jan. Leave out Org and May. Leave out Org and Mar. Leave out Org and Jan. Leave out May and Mar.
Okay, Myanmar.
3 lives now.
Custard, mated.
Army. Can you put
Army.
letters on the start? Can you put
Army, Mary,
Anti-Mayo, leg, arm,
yes,
ear, and toe.
yeah.
Yes. What does that leave us with? Leaves us with lamb, cuss, may, and arm.
So you got Jan, malcontent, macontent,
Mayo,
email,
malt,
Yam,
army,
Amy.
cuss,
Can you add a letter? Meal,
30 seconds.
may, might.
You solved the wall. Very well done. Not an easy wall. What about the connections? Sue, Bob, Deck, Dom.
These are 3-letter given names.
I need something
they're
else.
part of duos.
Yes, so yeah, they're part of duos. So you've got Mel and Sue, Bob and Vic, Dom and, Dick and Dom. No, yeah, Dick and Dom and Ant and Deck.
That's right. All parts of TV double acts. And the green group, Jan, Org, Sep, Nov.
These are months of the year.
Those are the months of the year. Well done. And the next group, Mar, Gel, Era, and so on.
Anagrams of body parts.
Oh yes, these are the anagrams of body parts, sorry.
That's right. Arm, leg, ear, toe, anagrams of body parts. And the last group, Mal, May, Arm, Cuss. I can't give you long.
They're bars.
That's not it. You can put dis in front of all of them to make dismal, dismay, disarm, discus. Dis, or dice, if you will, in front of all of them. Amazingly, though, that is the first time this series you haven't scored 10 points on the wall. 10 pointers every time, and it's only right the final would be a bit more of a stretch.
Absolutely.
But you did find all 4 groups and give me 3 connections. That's a total of 7. Very good score. Let's bring in the time ladies now and give them the other wall, the water wall, and see how they get on. You have 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall, starting now.
Okay, so we've obviously got
Right.
months. We've got exotic.
Yeah.
We've got some day. Could be Saturday. Tic Tac.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, the ember ones. November, December.
No, it could be short for mercredi or...
Oh yes. Lundi,
Yeah.
mardi, mercredi. Oh yes.
Jeudi...
No.
no, that would be... No, that would be
dimanche.
dimanche, yeah.
Okay, so we could.
Exoskeleton?
Tactic.
Arctic,
Yeah, yeah, tactic. Septic.
Septic.
Exotic.
Exotic.
did you say?
Yes.
Okay,
Right,
yeah, that's
so-
dubious pronunciation. May.
May.
We've got mardi and
there's
mercredi
des,
potentially. But they're all the same in French. You've got novembre, Sat.
Do you want to try
Saturn, you've got
So-
well, you've got Saturn,
Saturn and
Mercury.
And then Mars.
Janus is one, Mars is one.
Okay. Saturday. So you had Saturday.
Well, that means
Well,
that's
I just-
short for a lot of things, so...
Might as well try.
Try months. Yeah.
What are they the same days?
Oh, hang
30
on.
days.
Are we
31 days.
mathematical ones?
I don't think we've got any more of them.
No.
But 31 days, January, March, December,
May.
May. No, okay,
No.
30 days, August and November.
So days.
No,
30
September.
August is 31.
Oh, so it's May,
with
so
your-
yeah.
Yeah.
Ape man. No, that's not helpful. Ape man, merman.
Yeah, Ape Man, Merman.
I don't know.
I think there's any others. There are the maids. Just try the months. Shifts.
The months named after.
And there's
So
no-
that's it. The time is up. The wall is
Oh,
frozen, but you found one group in that horrible wall. Arc, tac. What do those words have in common?
You can add TIC to the end to make words. So Arctic, tactic, septic, exotic.
Exactly so. And you can get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find. So let's resolve the wall. There we are. Jan, Org, Novdek.
Just months. Just
Those are the
abbreviation for
months, yes. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
you make it sound easy, but there were so many of them on the wall as red herrings. Those are simply the months. And the next group, Ape, May, Gif, War.
I don't think
we know.
They are anagrams of fruit and veg. Pea, yam, fig, haw. Anagrams of fruit and veg. And the last group, Ma, Ear, Mer, Sat.
They're the planets, first 3 letters
Oh,
of planets.
yes. Mars, Earth, Mercury and Saturn.
Those are the
Yes.
planets. You started on those, but you didn't quite spot ear for Earth.
Yeah.
Not surprising. What a horrible one. So you found one group and you gave me 3 connections. That is a total of 4. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Time Ladies have 10 points. The Dices have 17. I've been joined by a monkey, not for the first time on this show, and it'll watch us as we play the Missing Vowels round to decide who will be this year's champions. Good luck, teams. Buzz with care. Fingers on the bells, I can tell you that the first group are all things with an extra dimension. Time, ladies.
Bromide pyramid?
I'm afraid that wouldn't work as something with an extra dimension. Dices, do you want to have a go? No, it's Bermuda Pyramid from Triangle. Next clue. Dices?
Trafalgar Cube.
You've got it now from Square. That's right. Time, ladies?
No, I don't
No,
know.
too long. Dices, do you know?
Vicious sphere.
From Circle, that's right. Time, ladies?
Line matrix printer?
From Dot, that's absolutely right. Next category, it just gets worse. Mnemonics with the words in the wrong order. Time, ladies?
Never wheat, shredded, eat.
Very well done. Time, ladies?
Richard of Vane gave battle in York.
Good work. Next clue. Time, ladies?
Lefty, righty, tighty, Lucy.
This is your group. Dices?
Divorced, died, divorced, beheaded, survived, beheaded.
Very well done. Next category, words containing 4 consecutive vowels. Time, ladies.
Onomatopoeia.
Yes, it is. That was obsequious, but there will be no more clues because that is the end of the quiz. And looking at the final score, some brilliant quizzing in that round, brilliant quizzing all series, finishing on 13 points. It's the Time Ladies. But the winners with 20, this year's champions, the Dicers. Very well done to you. What a fantastic team. You've quizzed really well the whole time. Well done, all of you. You've done really well. We've seen some really brilliant stuff from you. Dicers, you are this year's champions. Very well done. In a moment, we'll have the credits and you'll be receiving the trophy in our magnificent closing ceremony. But first, there's just time for the traditional cymbal fanfare of congratulation. Thank you very much, Monkey. And I'm just hearing that the complaints are flooding in about how cruel it is to use a monkey in the name of entertainment. Don't be silly. It's not a real monkey. It's a hamster in a suit. Goodbye.